back to the part 2 of the Gateway 1 GHz build. I think the ATI Rage 128 All-in-Wonder card performed better than I thought, but we really need to upgrade the graphics. So we're going to dive into a battle of retro vintage graphics cards from Nvidia from the early 2000s. So in front of me I have the GeForce 3 Ti200, the GeForce FX 5600, and the GeForce FX 5700 LE. I think a showdown between these cards is in order. Which one do you think will prove best? The results may surprise you. I know they did me. So let's talk history. First up, the GeForce 3 Ti200. Released in 2001, this card brought groundbreaking DirectX 8 support and real-time pixel shading, clocking in with 170 MHz core speed and 400 MHz memory speed. It was an affordable version of the iconic GeForce 3, making it popular among gamers looking to experience titles like Max Payne with more realistic graphics. While it wasn't top of the line, it still packed a punch and gave us a taste of early shader magic. Something that's unique to the GeForce 3 Ti200 is with proper cooling, and even with maybe a BIOS flash, some of these you can get to run at GeForce 3 Ti200 levels of performance. But almost always you can get it to operate close to a GeForce 3, and that makes it very unique. Also, this particular model is listed on eBay as like a P50, and you can get them, at least I did, I got it for about 20 bucks. So if you find this on eBay and you're looking for a really good graphics card to power your retro battle station, I highly recommend this. It's very compatible, and at times you can get it pretty cheap. Next, we have a GeForce FX 5600 from 2003 with a core clock of 325 MHz and memory at 550. This graphics card was aimed squarely at the mid-range market. This card was Nvidia's bid to bring DirectX 9 support to more games, and it did the job, kind of. Reviews were mixed due to its struggles with certain games under heavy loads, but it still managed a decent choice for its time. It's not a performance beast, but a good card for a budget gamer. And finally, the GeForce FX 5700 LE. The 5700 LE was clocked around 250 MHz with a memory speed of up to 400 MHz. Although the LE version was a budget variant, it was praised for handling games like Unreal Tournament 2003 better than expected, even though it couldn't quite rival the ATI competition at the time. Not much is known about the 5700 LE when you look up benchmarks and try to find out information on it, but hopefully today, with some of the benchmarks I'm running, you'll get a better idea of how it may perform in a system like this. So I think I've kept you waiting long enough, so let's go ahead and see the results of these benchmarks and see what might be the best pick for a system like this. While the slides are going, enjoy some music from Karl with White Bat Audio. So hopefully these benchmark results help you decide what kind of video card you want for your retro battle station. Who do you think won? Out of all 4 cards, obviously the ATI All-in-Wonder did its best, but the 3 Nvidia cards performed very well. In fact, under 1024x768, we're very CPU limited in this machine. And at 16, that's why I threw the 1600x1200 results in, where you can see the FX 5600 finally taking the lead, which is where I kind of thought the FX 5600 was the probably the performance winner in this group. That being said, the GeForce 3 Ti200 is a solid video card, and for the being 2 generations behind, like, it performed very well. If you had bought this back in 2001 when it was released, I mean, 2 years later you're getting video cards that can barely touch it in these DirectX 7, DirectX 8 games. I mean, and you were pretty set. And not to mention the GeForce 3 Ti200 with proper cooling, get some RAM heat sinks on your RAM. You can overclock this thing to GeForce 3 speeds and potentially GeForce 3 Ti 500 speeds with a BIOS flash. I mean, what a value. I mean, I think I remember sitting in the Best Buy for Black Friday. I remember they had the PNY version of the GeForce 3 Ti200 on sale for $100. I mean, back then, what a value that was. So give a shout out to GeForce 3 Ti200. If you find this particular model, it's labeled P50 a lot of times. It was a Dell OEM card, I believe. But if you see P50, you're getting a GeForce 3 Ti200 and you will not be disappointed. That being said, I think I'm going to pick the FX 5600 for this build. At least for now. I may switch it up and go. I mean, obviously at this point we're severely CPU limited at the lower resolutions, and at the higher resolutions we're not getting too much of a, well, in Quake 2 the 5600 got quite a bit of a lead on the other two cards, but for whatever reason in Unreal the 5700 LE it's just wiped the floor, and I don't know why. I could not figure that out. I even reran the test. I don't know what's different about the 5700 with Unreal, but it's unreal how much faster it is in that game. So what do you guys think? What video card would you choose for this system? Until next time.